Yo, you know what? Big shout out to Retro Lodge for commenting on my video. I've been doing commentary gameplay videos on my channel, but the only downside is I can't speak because I have my family. Well, what you got to do is you got to find a quiet location to get actual audio, good quality. Like going into a car, going into a garage, going into an empty area, like if there's a car park nearby or an empty mall or something like that you can go into late at night. And then you can actually record your audio and get it clear without background noise. I know even for people who got pets or whatever, background noise is a bit of a tricky issue to actually overcome. Even for me, sometimes I'll be recording an audio clip and then ambulance or police will go past and now have sirens going on. So I do get it, bro. But what I wanted to talk about in today's video is social anxiety is one of those big things that hold people back. Friendships, opportunities, dating, careers, confidence, and even just everyday life in general. So I thought, let me talk about exactly how to actually overcome anxiety. And I'm going to actually give you like real practical steps. But instead of just saying, oh, don't have anxiety, that's not helpful. Like, no fake advice, not just like, oh, just be confident. Like, this is actually going to have you a guide of understanding your anxiety. Like, it's about your mindset, like building confidence and actually taking control of your life. If you actually overthink and overcome and over have these issues and overanalyze, it's not actually going to help you. You know what I'm trying to say? What you got to do is you got to actually understand why you have social anxiety. So social anxiety can make you feel trapped inside your own mind. Like you overthink every word, everything you do, you overthink, you panic. Even before you speak, like you'll panic. And the thing is, you can replay conversations in your head hours later, like, oh, I should have said this or I should have said that. And the thing is, you start to believe something is wrong with you, but nothing is wrong with you. The truth is, you're not broken. Your brain is just stuck in survival mode. Sometimes some people have anxious thoughts and paranoia. And the thing is, in this video, I want to break down exactly how to overcome social anxiety in real practical ways. So the first thing you have to understand is your mindset. What if they judge me? What if something sounds weird? What if I embarrass myself? What if I'm awkward? This creates physical symptoms, sweating, tension, stomach pain, these kinds of things. And your brain thinks you're under pressure, but you're not under pressure. What you got to do is relax and look at the situation for what it is. Drink water, have chewing gum, try and actually understand, put aside, play music if you want, just put some music in the background on your phone or do something that actually understands that embarrassment is not danger. Does that make sense? Your brain thinks that it is true, but it's not true. Every social moment is important. People aren't actually paying attention. For example, like when you have a conversations with people, like and you ask them, "Oh, what's your name?" Sometimes people forget the name in like a couple of seconds, or like people don't actually overanalyze conversations that much. Like you can have a conversation with someone, and the next day you forgot what you guys are talking about. So your anxiety isn't caused by people; it's caused by your imagination. You're reacting to scenarios in your head that aren't even real. And that's the thing is that sometimes people can overanalyze situations like a dream. When you have a dream, that's not real. Does that make sense? The dream is just a dream, it's not real life. So the biggest mistakes people can actually make with social anxiety is avoiding situations that make them uncomfortable, avoiding conversations, avoiding eye contact, social gatherings, new people, opportunities. And this is a thing is that you have to understand that, or instead of avoiding situations, oh, I'll just avoid doing that because that will help me. But avoiding is what makes it worse. If you avoid conversations with people and sit in a corner, you're creating an issue which makes you look more awkward, which makes you look more embarrassing. But if you just answer the question, even if someone asks you, oh, what are you into? Oh, I'm into sports. Just by saying I'm into sports is better than standing there saying, uh, I don't know. You know what I mean? Just by answering one thing and letting the other person talk can help with your social anxiety. So, for example, if someone says, hey, what are you into? I'm into sports. Oh, that's really cool. I like football and I like doing football because I like this person and I like Messi and I like Ronaldo, and let the other person talk. Sometimes like you could just answer a question and let the other person talk. That can help your anxiety. Another one is confidence doesn't come before doing the thing. Confidence is built by doing the thing. So, for example, you don't wait to be confident. You talk to people and then you can become confident. You don't wait to feel ready. You start small steps and then you become confident. Does that make sense? You actually have to have practical steps that will work. So, for example, when you're in the shop, say hi to the server, say hi to the waiter, ask them, hey, what would you recommend eating? What's your favorite thing on the menu? These kind of small conversations can actually build your confidence over time. So the thing is that also realize people aren't judging you. If you think, oh, everyone's judging me, everyone's judging you. Everyone has their own lives, their own thoughts, their own worries, their own stresses, their own problems. So instead of thinking, how do I look? Or think, what is this person saying? What are they actually asking me? How can I respond to the questions that they are asking me? Understand that everybody is awkward. Everybody feels awkward. All human beings. We're not robots. You know what I'm trying to say? If you actually build a life and actually understand that social anxiety is just in your head. So when you go to the gym, ask the person. If you see someone with a nice body, you can say, hey, I like your body, your physique, how many times do you work out? Ask them questions like that. If you're in a bakery, you could say, hey, what's the sweetest thing on the menu? What do you recommend, the chocolate cake or the vanilla cake? You're now having a conversation with someone. Building conversation skills are what can stop social anxiety. Does that make sense? That sometimes you'll feel uncomfortable, and that's normal, but what you got to do is think, I can handle this, I can change, I can grow. That's what you got to do. Anyways, if you enjoy my videos, let me know and you can subscribe. Everyone who's on the list right now, I'm going to put a list on the screen of everybody who's subscribed. I really do appreciate you guys. It's really cool that you enjoy my videos. But like I said, social anxiety is something that won't change overnight. It changes over time. Small steps over time will gradually create the bigger process. It's the same. If you're fat, you can't get a six-pack in one day. It takes time and building. But anyways, I really hope you enjoy my videos. My name is Krish. You lot take care.